Namaste and good evening, everyone. Team Dhanvantri AI PGT welcomes every AI PGT aspirant who has joined us today. Today's session is about something much more important, turning your preparation into performance. उद्यमेन हि सिद्ध्यन्ति कार्याणि न मनोरथैः न हि सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगाः. Achievements come through effort, not merely through wishes. Even a mighty lion cannot get its prey by simply sleeping, right? In that note, you too have spent months studying, you have read your samhitas, you have revised your subjects, you have solved thousands of MCQs, and you have attempted mock tests. You have made mistakes, and most importantly, you have corrected them as well. You have probably had days when you felt extremely confident and are doing very well, and days when you felt, I don't remember anything at all. But do listen carefully. This is very common and happens to thousands of aspirants across the country. Now that you have reached the final and penultimate stage, at this point, your biggest requirement is calmness, focus, time management, confidence, and execution. So today's session is all about from preparation to performance. You have to enter the examination hall with just one thought. I have prepared, I trust my preparation, and now I will perform my best. That is it. Now let's talk about the most important part. What should you do in the final 24 hours? The first rule is do not panic. Many students make a huge mistake at this stage. They suddenly start opening new books, new PDFs, new Telegram messages, new screenshots, new notes, new MCQ compilations, etc. etc. Someone sends them a 100-question PDF, they start reading. Someone says the topic is important, they start studying it randomly. Someone says this year's paper may come from this, that, so on, they start another topic. And finally, they spend the last few hours becoming more confused than being confident. Please do not do this. At this stage, your goal is not to increase your syllabus. Your goal is to consolidate what you already know. We repeat, your goal is to consolidate what you already know. Final 24 hours should be all about GP 1 to 80 pages high yield revision, Ayurveda Itihasa, Padartha Vijnana, mostly important facts that you repeatedly forget, important numericals, Rasashastra, key points, your short notes, and your marked MCQs. Now, let us move to do's and don'ts. What to do? The first one being revise your own material. The notes you have already studied, you have already prepared is much more valuable than a completely new source. Correct? 2. Revise strategically. Don't spend too many hours on something you already know perfectly. It's pointless. 3. Keep your mind calm. Remember, you are not competing against your anxiety, you are competing against the question paper. Lastly, prepare everything in advance. Your examination related documents, required items, route, timing, mode of transportation, and other essentials should be checked beforehand. Now, what not to do? Don't compare your preparation with your friends. Don't check what other students are studying. Keep in mind, each aspirant has their own circumstances, strengths, and weakness. You are just one among them. Don't stay awake unnecessarily. Don't sacrifice sleep thinking one more chapter, one more test, one more point, etc. A tired brain cannot give its best. Now comes to one of the most important factors and the most valuable one, time management. As you already know, the exam has 120 questions for 120 minutes, meaning roughly 1 minute per question. You may know the answer, but if you spend too much time on one difficult question, you may lose the opportunity to answer several easier questions, right? So remember, don't fight with one question only. If a question is taking too much time, just mark it on a rough sheet, move forward, and come back later again in the second round. It is okay, and it is very much part of your strategy. Your objective is not, I must solve every question in sequence. Your objective is that I must maximize my total score and avoid unnecessary wasting of time. Every unnecessary second spent on one question can affect another question. Now, it is also important to know what challenges to avoid. Lengthy questions. Spending too much time reading complex questions early can cost valuable minutes. And yet another thing is that bilingual discipline exploring. Questions and options options appear in both Hindi and English on the screen, requiring frequent scrolling, which can break concentration. So stick to one and avoid manual errors. Exam stress often causes candidates to reread straightforward questions multiple times, suspecting hidden tricks. So don't change your options thinking too much. Now let's move on to another aspect, that is level approach to attempt. So the first level would be round one, which is I direct, easy and direct questions. So solve simple one-liner questions where the question and answer is immediately clear and has zero confusion. Skip lengthy questions to build confidence. Answer it confidently, don't overthink. Level 2 is round 2, target moderate and time consuming questions. Here, you need to tackle assertion reasoning, match the following pairs, longer statement ones, and questions that require recall, thinking, and memory. Use elimination and recall and take reasonable time here. Remember, don't get emotionally attached to the question. Move ahead and return later if appropriate. Level 3 is round 3, which is a bonus round and an optional round. If at all extra time permits, attempt difficult or rare questions. When the question appears, step 1, read the question carefully. In the first round, as already said, attempt only direct and easy questions. Keep second round for lengthy and statement wise questions. Don't overthink about options. All options might look similar and confusing. Follow your consigns while answering. Don't change options in panic. Make sure you don't make any manual errors. Like you may think one option is correct, but accidentally tick another. This happens in exam. Avoid making such mistake. If you don't get answer for one question, then don't drag that fear of thought to other questions as well, and don't waste your time. Next, one more important thing is don't jump directly to the options only. Carefully look for words such as not, incorrect, correct, except, most appropriate, and all of the above in the question. For example, they might ask you to choose the incorrect statement, etc. These words can completely change the answer. Understand what is being asked. Recall before looking too deeply into options and use elimination. If you don't immediately get the answer, don't panic. First, think, calm yourself, and think which options are definitely wrong. Can I eliminate one or can I eliminate two? Elimination can convert uncertainty into a reasonable decision. If you have a genuine reason to change, then change it. But don't change an answer simply because of anxiety. Next, avoid silly mistakes and negative marking. Okay, because this makes a huge difference. Sometimes students don't lose marks because they don't know the subject. They lose marks because they misread the question or the answer too quickly or change the correct answer unnecessarily, spend too much time on one single question, or they panic after seeing difficult questions and so on. So your goal is to don't give away marks that you already deserve. And attempting more questions generally increases the chance of a good score and accuracy because accuracy is crucial to avoid losing marks to negative scoring. Don't approach every uncertain question emotionally. There is a chance of exhaustion during exam. So just have a sip of water every 30 minutes, hydrate yourself, and get back. Maximize your attempts by carefully calculating the risk of each attempt. In this, high preparation candidates usually aim for 115 plus questions, above average candidates 110 plus questions, average candidates 100 plus questions, below average candidates 7 to 90, and candidates who usually aim only to qualify attempt only short questions and take very minimal risks. Now let us talk something very unusual, which is intellectual guesswork and risk taking. When you need to guess, take calculated risks only on conceptual questions or statement where you can use clinical logic or prior knowledge to eliminate options. When not to guess, avoid blind guessing on purely facts, unknown dates, statistics, or unfamiliar names. Now let's come to the exam day. Your exam day performance actually starts and begins before you reach the examination hall, correct? So let's start from the night before examination. Keep everything ready. The list goes as follows: printed admit card, a clear printout on A4 size paper, valid photo ID proof, which may be your Aadhaar, PAN, voters ID, etc., passport size photographs, 2 sets for pasting on attendance sheet, ballpoint pen, transparent water bottle. Read the questions, instructions given in the admit card carefully. Don't search for things at the last minute. Know your examination center and travel plan, and plan your travel properly. Keep sufficient buffer time. Avoid unnecessary last minute stress. On the day of examination, wake up calmly. Don't start a panic revision session. Don't discuss anything with your friends immediately before entering. It can disturb your mindset. That's it. Follow instructions provided by the examination authorities and move accordingly. In the examination hall, first thing, check system functioning properly or not. If found any issue, calmly report it to the center authorities but quickly. If you encounter an error while solving a question, do not worry about the time. The time you lose will definitely be recovered. Use the rough sheet provided at the examination center for working tough questions. Leave the rough sheet at the specified box in the exam hall. Avoid discussion with others because there will be shuffling of questions. And don't panic by looking at others. Most importantly, believe in yourself and your preparation. Have positive thoughts, don't give up, and don't overthink. Now, we want to end today's session with a message directly to every AIA PGT aspirant. You started this journey with a dream. Maybe the dream was a particular college or a branch or a better career, or it may also be becoming a better version of yourself. Whatever your reason was, you have really come a long way. Your biggest breakthrough starts in your mind. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions build your habits. Your habits define your future, so keep learning and never stop growing. We really mean this. And our final advice and blessings for all of you is walk in with unfakeable faith and give it your all. And enjoy giving that paper because this is the moment you have been working for. Your dream seat is waiting. Go claim it. Best wishes to all. Shubham Bhavatu. Om Dhanvantare Namaha.